Hello, and welcome to a new episode of Improvisations on Growth with Madhu, business and life coach. We are continuing our special edition discussing the changes brought by the COVID-19 crisis. Austria has opened certain businesses like salons and restaurants at a smaller capacity, while South Florida has allowed the same kind of businesses to operate in a very cautious manner as well. Looking at the slow reopening process, we ponder at the high unemployment rate and raise the question of a basic income. Are you open to trust that taking care financially of everyone equally will be a step forward for our humanity, or do you fear that people will misuse a new such system? Listen and decide where you stand. Hello, Madhu. How are you this week?
Oh, hi, Adina. I'm okay. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good. We're still pretty pampered here. I'm trying to really use a nice word. We're pampered and isolated and taken care for in South Florida, where they're not letting us go running out and about yet. How about in Vienna?
Okay. So you're still in the lockdown, are you?
Technically, yes. Only doctors have opened. I mean, the stores have already been open, but no restaurants, no retail stores yet. So, the parks are open, which is good. We still have a curfew, as far as I know. So, how's everything over there?
Okay. Well, we are in the process of partially opening stores and shops and everything. So the hairdressers is open. So it's not back to normal. It feels like back to weird.
Well, if we look at the unemployment, and a lot of companies, they made it clear they're not even going to hire all of the people back, right? So, like the airlines, for example, they made it clear they will only bring back a percentage of the people who were sent home. So this is going to be an interesting shift in a way, in my opinion, because I still feel like a lot of people will be out of a job for a long time. They're going to have to redirect or rethink what they can do.
Yeah, we have the highest unemployment rate since the Second World War. I mean, in the best case, it helps people to think what they really want to do. But on the other hand, when I listen to myself, it also sounds sort of arrogant, because a lot of people out there, they just want to work and they just want to earn the money to pay the rent and to pay the food. It's not about what kind of job I'm having. It's just, okay, I just take any job, and so that I'm able to feed my family.
So this is another thing I was thinking of and wanting to ask you. It seems like wanting to do something that you like or you love is still a luxury in a lot of instances. It's not about the passion you have for a certain job. It's really making the money and, like you're saying, paying the bills, supporting yourself and your family. So is this something, for me, it's a little sad in the 21st century with all the education around us to be speaking about, okay, just any kind of job, doing something that I'm good at is really a luxury. That's not something I can afford.
Over here, there is some discussion popping up again and again and again, and it's getting louder, about basic income, because basic income would open up the space that people would be able to actually think what they would really like to do. And it would also open up some routes for people to do whatever they like to do, or even strive for more education and better education. And I think but I know a lot of people would debate me on that. I think that it would boost creativity and innovation because it would take away the existential fear, and it would open up the possibility for, oh, there's room for my creativity. I can even think about what I like to do, because as long as I'm existentially on the limit and need to think where I get the money to feed my family tomorrow and the day after tomorrow and the day after, then there is no energy left for even asking the question, what would I love to do? But if there's the basic income, that would leave energy for this, just asking the question, what would I love to do?
Remember in our last podcast, we touched on the Maslow hierarchy of needs, and it sounds we're going back a little to that, because when the base of the pyramid is fulfilled, and that's how this basic income sounds to me, it's providing that base, which I think it's a great idea, because I see around me so much talent lost, and not only that it's lost, people don't even get the chance to tap into that potential. They don't even get the chance to see if their true talent, because they are just forced to make the money any way they can, because other things come first. Then let me invest and see what I can do. And I think long term for our humanity, this is a really, really important step, because as long as we just keep people in doing something only to earn some money, I don't really see any real growth there.
No, I totally agree with you. I guess I was just surprised that you're talking about growth, since you were so.
I've grown since then. Now I can talk about growth when I said I couldn't.
I really like that.
You should be proud of me. No.
So
the moment I acknowledged I'm not happy with growth, I started doing it. You told me, just be aware. That's what I've done. I was just like,
exactly. And this is such a nice example. And seriously, I think this is really a good example of, it takes acknowledgement that it takes awareness. And as soon as I'm aware, something totally different can happen. So I really like the process here. Yes, I totally agree. And just the other day, I had this discussion with a friend of ours about this basic income. And what I find so interesting is, almost no matter with whom I have this discussion, it's always fear-based. So, yeah, but people will misuse it. And people then will be lazy and not work at all. And we will not be able to afford it, because people will just not work if they're able to cover their basic needs with a state income, basically. And I just find that so amazing that all those fears are popping up, instead of saying, well, if those basic needs are covered, then people have the energy and the time to
motivation,
to innovation, to discover who they really are, what they really want to do, what really fulfills them. And then the next argument is, well, but then no one will want to work and collect our waste anymore.
Like there won't be any people willing to do certain jobs, like collecting the trash and maybe handling radioactive materials. I don't
or cleaning the streets. You know, just those simple tasks that we have labeled as simple tasks.
Oh, but this sounds so terrible. I'm sorry. It's almost like saying those people need to just stay in those jobs because we need the streets cleaned and we need our trash picked up. So someone's got to do it. They just there's something so really wrong with this. It's really wrong for us to assume that this is such a horrible job for them.
Yeah.
Maybe they are okay with it because everything is protected these days. Maybe this is what they chose to do for their own reasons, and we don't have the right to come here and say this is beneath you. No. Thank you for listening to a new episode of Madhu Einsiedler's COVID-19 Crisis Log. We hope that our discussion has enticed your curiosity about the ramifications of a basic income and the shift that this would produce in our mentality relating to how we view leadership, how we evaluate the worth of certain jobs, how we can build a society based on the trust that humankind can flourish even when people are not coerced to work solely to make money. Please feel free to share your ideas with Madhu directly by emailing her at madhu@einsiedler.at or leave your feedback on her social media on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And don't miss our following episode, which expands even more on this topic.